Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense.
What is up, America? Yes, it's me again, Kevin, with the lost art of common sense. And I'm going to do another short. I don't know how long this one will be. I don't know if it'll be as long as the last one, or maybe it'll be shorter. Who knows? I'm just going to start rambling on. There was a few things I really wanted to cover. Well, one main thing. Did you vote for Donald Trump? That little pause is for you to answer. Maybe you thought, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Are you considering yourself a MAGA Republican? Well, did you know that you're a terrorist? That you are a threat to democracy? Because that is what the left is trying to say. And it's not going to be much longer until they say that it's not just MAGA Republicans. I don't know anybody that really considers himself MAGA. I know most people consider themselves like Republican or conservative. I think MAGA is just kind of something that the left is running away with, so they can describe kind of like parents, because they were really going after parents earlier. So if you're a parent and a MAGA Republican, boy, you are screwed, because Joe Biden is coming at you with F-15s, as he said. You don't stand a chance unless you got an F-15, which I believe every American should have the right to have an F-15 if they can afford it. That's where the problem comes in. But they're not going to let you have an F-15. That'd be fucking crazy. Because then you would have, maybe a power to stop this tyrannical government. So, and it is tyrannical. They're calling, I hear the word fascist a lot coming out of the left's mouth. Oh, the right's a bunch of fascists. Except for if they don't know what that word means, because everything a fascist is, they're doing. The president just did a executive order for the most money ever by a single entity in the executive office. A $500 billion check that somehow he thought he has the right to just write for, college forgiveness, which is just college transference, because it's going to transfer to all of us in a form of a tax. So, and also overinflate everything, which is already overinflated. So the government is super awesome. Some other things, it's weird that that they keep using this fascist word, but they're the ones who go after their political opponents, Mar-a-Lago. If you don't think they're weaponizing the DOJ or FBI, just look at the fact that Merrick Garland has told the DOJ not to talk to senators who oversees the DOJ, because there was whistleblowers trying to say that the DOJ has now become, a part of the left wing and a part of the weaponization of the left wing. So he told the DOJ employees that if you get caught, you're going to be, I don't know if he actually said fired, but that was the implication. So weirdly, the left, now has a form of intelligence gathering and a whole Justice Department at their whim. And how can you tell this? Well, just look at Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago was, maybe it was something that Trump did, but there was no reason for a raid. And you're going to see here coming soon that I think they're going to try to indict Trump, which is even crazier, being he's probably going to be running for president. Maybe he won't because of the indictment, but so that's that. Then, you can't, their whole, they're using a whole political part, the DOJ for their own weaponization, almost like kind of a SS type thing. But I'm not saying anything about that. That's a little too far. But when you have your own, special force, who knows? But it's just crazy to me when we get called fascist when all they do is these fascist things. Nobody on the right really has a. You can't speak your mind without. If you disagree with somebody from the left, they're automatically going to call you a Nazi or whatever. Just because you don't think there should be 975 genders, maybe you just believe in the science that there's only two. You're a fascist. So I just want to kind of get on here to tell people to wake up. When the whole Democratic Party is saying that a whole group, 73 million of us who voted for Donald Trump are the problem and that we are terrorists. Half the country he is basically calling terrorists. So, that seems a little fascisty to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe things aren't as crazy as they sound. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if it's this doddering old, Joe Biden who doesn't know where the hell he is half the time saying this shit. But no, it's his press secretary, Kieran Jean-Pierre, who says it. And Josh is going to put that little clip in right now.
The president thinks that there is an extremist threat to our democracy. The president has been clear as he can be on that particular piece when we talk about a democracy, when we talk about our freedoms. The way that he sees it is the MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights.
So, did you see? It's just crazy that you're saying this. You're not even trying to hide the fact that you're going after your political opponents. And they have been. So it's not just here. It's not just now. It's been happening for a while. We as Republicans and are not doing enough to say, hey, stop. We're not fighting against it. The people in Washington representing us, the conservatives, they're not doing enough to fight for our freedoms. They're doing the bare minimum. And if they lose, if they do not win the Senate this time around, it's on them. I don't understand how so many smart conservatives are out there. And we got the dumbest ones in Washington that are not, fighting for us, they're not holding, they're not doing anything. And it's frustrating because eventually they're going to get, maybe they'll retire out of Congress or they'll, get voted out or whatever, but they're going to make millions. They're going to be fine, and that's the problem with politics is they really don't care. And that's how most Republican senators and House people are. They don't care. They don't care about me or you. What they care about is dollar bills, y'all. So, just don't get complacent with your life. I mean, enjoy your life, and politics should not be your life. It's certainly not mine, even though we do talk about it a lot. But I mean, this is only like 5-10 minutes out of my day. So I do listen to some political podcasts, stuff like that, just so I can stay up to date. But I mean, it's not my life. I got other shit to do. But I mean, there's certain things that are going to piss me off, and being called a terrorist or something like that, or fascist, that shit pisses me off because I love this goddamn country. And I love the Constitution. And I love a fucking eagle. And I love fucking the land, the sea, all that everything. I love everything about this country, except for those shitty ass cities ran by Democrats. I'm looking at you, New York, Chicago, LA, San Francisco. I'm sure there's like 10 others I could probably name. But I mean, even those places, I could love them if they get cleaned up. So just don't get complacent. Like come November, make sure you go out and vote. It's very important. I know, especially people in the swing states, please go out and vote. If you're a swing state person, go out and vote. And vote for the person that's going to do the most for this country. Not just short term, but the long term. Somebody has a little bit of a vision. If you have that politician, make sure you go out and support them. So go out, tweet about them, like Facebook about him or her, just Facebook post, whatever, share their post, whatever. Just get the word out there. Make sure when you see a bold-faced lie from a politician, left or right, blast them on that shit. So let's all do our part. Let's make this let's make America great again, shall we? So, terrorist, right? But that's all I gotta say. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Josh had some problems with his studio, so I don't think we were going to make this into a full podcast anyways, but I believe he's got a short coming up pretty soon, or maybe it's already out, depending on when he releases these. I have no control on that. I just say shit, and somehow people want to hear it, or they do hear it. Maybe they don't want to, but something to pass the time. But I want to thank everybody for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, share on all our social medias, on all the podcast platforms, or at least one podcast platform, whatever one you listen to most. And make sure to watch us on Rumble mostly, but we're also on YouTube, trying to kind of move away because, fuck them, Other than that, I got nothing else to say. If you guys ever want to, I do have one more thing to say. We would love to have a guest. Just somebody to either, bounce ideas off of, to interact with, I'm tired of looking just at Josh's mug all the time. So if you do want to be a guest and you got a topic you are passionate about, please just say something and we would love to have you on. Yeah, so that's it. So thank you, everybody. I'm Kevin, and this was The Lost Art of Common Sense Short. Common sense! Common sense! Remember to go out and vote in November. Bye.